Welcome back to another edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB DFS hitter picks for Monday, May 22nd, 2017. I'm your host, Nick from CWE, and we're here to talk about our three favorite hitters for MLB tournament action tonight. A lot of places to go with hitting. I'm really torn between how I want to do this. There's two guys at first base I really want to mention. I'll mention one as a caveat as we talk, but let's start things out today with Seth Smith, 7,200 fantasy draft, 3,200 FanDuel, 3,600 DraftKings. Smith is hitting for solid average right now. I want to see more pop. All things considered, 4 home runs for more of a platoon player really isn't the worst thing. We see him going up against Kyle Gibson tonight, who's allowed a 441 WOBA, 41.5% fly ball rate, 34% hard contact rate. That puts him square on my radar. That puts all the lefties, including Chris Davis, who I really wanted to put in here, on my radar in tournaments, because if he's allowing that much contact, that many fly balls, and that much is hard hit, something's leaving the yard tonight, and I bet it's going to be Smith or Davis, if not both, that are a part of it. Let's go to that first base position, and let's stay in the same game. Let's go to the other side. Let's talk about Kenneth Vargas, 7,800 fantasy draft, 3K FanDuel, 3,900 on DraftKings. We know all about Ubaldo Jimenez. He's been the thing to pick on for years. 443 WOBA, 44.4% fly ball ratio, 40.4% hard contact. That's a lot of damage done by left-handed bats. The Twins don't really have a ton of guys that hit from that side of the plate. Vargas is one of them, and Vargas does one thing for the most part, and that's hit with power. I could definitely see him being the centerpiece tonight that really allows the Twins to open up a pretty solid attack on Jimenez. Price is pretty fair around the industry. I have no complaints. I'll definitely take him at 3K on FanDuel. I'll take him all day at 3,900 on DraftKings. So he's someone I definitely want to look at. We had JC Ramirez in our pitcher breakdown as one of our top plays, but I'd be remiss if we ignored Corey Dickerson as one of our top hitters tonight. 9,300 fantasy draft, 4,100 FanDuel, 4,700 on DraftKings. He is on fire right now. There's nothing really about JC Ramirez that says play Corey Dickerson, but there's really nothing about him that says stay away from Corey Dickerson. Yes, the stats do mean a lot in daily fantasy sports, as they do in all fantasy sports, but sometimes if a player is that hot and making that good contact and they're going up against someone who quite frankly isn't the second coming of Clayton Kershaw, there's no reason not to consider him. So that's kind of the approach I'm taking with Dickerson tonight. I think that he's going to be capable of putting together a pretty nice game for himself here. He looks like a surefire all-star at this point. He's just absolutely raking everything that comes his way. He's just too hard to ignore, so he's going to be a guy I have everywhere. Once again, our top 3 tournament bats: Seth Smith, Kenneth Vargas, Corey Dickerson. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it the thumbs up below. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Head over to Facebook. Like us there at Research Fantasy. Follow us on Twitter at Research and Win. And join us again tomorrow.